Story County judge has ordered a permanent injunction for an infamous house in Myrtle Beach. It's actually known as the Yellow House. It's had numerous calls for service and illegal drug activity over the past few years. And while the judge granted a permanent injunction, it turns out the closure isn't exactly permanent.
And ABC 15's Joel Vasquez spoke with the solicitor for Horry and Georgetown counties about this, as well as some residents about their thoughts on that closure. He joins us now live in the studio. Joel.
Jen, Andrew, the Yellow House will remain with metal fences surrounding it and boarded up windows. While the judge's order is called a permanent injunction, it will actually only keep the house closed down for 1 year. For the next year, the only one that will be on this property is this cat. The notorious Yellow House, located at 407 5th Avenue in Myrtle Beach, shut down for a fourth time. A judge granting this order for a permanent injunction.
The use of the word permanent, certainly there's nothing permanent about it.
This injunction only closes down the house for 1 year, meaning the property owner will not be allowed to lease, operate, or use the house. Solicitor Jimmy Richardson says that's the most they can do.
I always say there's not a silver bullet with this. That's the limitation, the closing down of place.
According to testimony from a Myrtle Beach police officer, in 2018 there were 224 calls for service. Between January 2nd and February 6th of 2019, there were 5 overdoses and a child that tested positive for cocaine. The order also includes the transcript for a former resident of the house. When he was asked if illegal drugs were sold at the house, he said, "All day, every day." And if he witnessed any prostitution, his response, "All the time." Richardson says that after the year is up, it's the property owner's responsibility to deal with the issues at the house. And if it continues, they'll shut it down again to keep the community safe.
We'll continue to try to represent the citizens and say it's still a problem.
Now, I spoke with one resident who didn't want to be on camera, but they tell me that they're frustrated that this house has been shut down multiple times, but there isn't a long-term solution. They say that their families stay with them sometimes, and now that they're concerned about their safety. I also reached out to the property owner's attorney as well as the city managers to see what steps the city is taking to address these issues, and I'm still waiting to hear back. Guys?
Joelle, thank you. We also reached out to the Myrtle Beach Police Department. They say that they'll have a statement to us by tomorrow morning, and you'll be able to find that statement on our website as soon as we get that. Just go to WPDE.com and look for this story.